All right, next up, we got the Basset Hound. What do you know about the Basset Hound?
Very little.
Very little. All right. So basically, the Basset Hound is.
Don't they have the big floppy
Yes,
ears?
yes, they do.
All right.
They originated in France, and it was developed by the friars at Saint Abbey. They were crossed by breeding different kinds of strains of French breeds, and they are also known as bloodhounds.
Okay.
So they kind of stuck around. Their niche is that they are very highly intelligent dogs, and they have extremely high or great sense of smell. And they were basically bred because they were very good at tracking game, specifically rabbit and deer. So
Okay.
they're not really like the fastest type of dogs. They're not like physically imposing or anything, but they are very smart, and they have a very good sense of smell. And they don't have to be fast because right behind them is the hunter or the man which the dog is the companion of.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Next up, we got one that I've never heard of myself, so I don't know if you'll know anything about this dog. The Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Okay.
It is the 41st most popular dog in the world.
Obviously, know nothing about this.
Right. So
I'm pretty sure you actually just made that up.
I did not. I
You
specifically picked this one out because I thought what it was created for was very cool. It is an extremely large dog. I will tell you that. And it was bred in Africa. So, what would you think an African hunting dog would have to be?
I don't know, something that could, fight a lion.
You got it.
Oh, are you fucking serious?
Right.
Jesus Christ. That was a total shot in the dark, man.
Yeah.
That was like it was, if it goes in, I'll just walk away and look cool.
Right. So, it was bred in the late 19th century by a big game hunter named Cornelius van Rooyen. I don't know if I said that right. He was a Dutch hunter from Rhodesia, who incorporated 2 greyhound females into his pack of lion dogs, which I did not look up what a lion dog is, but apparently that's a thing too. They are extremely large, and they can keep a pace with a running horse. So they can run as fast as a horse.
Horses are pretty fucking quick.
Yeah. They are they were bred as the lion dogs, and the greyhound mix made it immune to bug bites. So they don't really suffer the same fate as many other dogs that they brought to the area that were being stung by giant fleas and wasps.
They didn't need to worry about malaria.
Right, they don't have to worry about any of those. And it was created for hunting lions specifically. So they wouldn't specifically kill the lion, but they would be able to at least corner the lion in a certain space, and the hunter would shoot the lion. They would also ward off large predators, leopards and tigers and such.
Yeah. Thinning down the predator list also.
Right. So any dog that's scary enough to keep a lion in check, that's an imposing beast.
Yeah,
if I do say so myself.
That is an interesting one. Mm-hmm. We'll say.
So the last one I have on the list is the Newfoundland. Do you know anything about the Newfoundland?
Isn't that like another big dog?
It is a big dog. It was created in Newfoundland, Canada, obviously, by its name, right? And it is also a swimming dog, and it was created specifically because of its ability to swim. So the cool thing about the Newfoundland is
Well,
Go ahead.
I would venture to say it wasn't created because of its ability to swim.
It was bred.
It was
for
bred
right,
for the
Right.
because it swam so good.
right. So the cool thing about the Newfoundland is that it has webbed feet.
Okay,
That helps it.
cat
swim.
has web feet.
Does he? I didn't know that. So we got two different dog breeds with webbed feet, and its coat is waterproof.
And I don't quote me on this, but that might be a trait of the Chesapeake Bay Retrievers.
Right. I'm not sure about
Not
that.
sure
Yeah.
either. Don't quote me.
But basically, they were basically companions for fishermen, and they were actually like on fishing boats because of their ability to actually. They are strong enough and good enough swimmers that they can pull full-grown men from drowning from the water.
Oh no shit!
Right. So there's another cool fact about the Newfoundland is that there was Lewis and Clark had another companion other than their
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea, right? So there was another companion, and his name was Seaman. Seaman was a Newfoundland that traveled 8,000 miles across the American continent with
Could you
Lewis.
spell
and
that
Clark.
name for me, please?
It's spelled exactly like you would think it was spelled.
Okay.
He was a very useful hunter and guard dog. And there is a written story within the Lewis and Clark Journal where Seaman actually saved their lives.
Okay, that's fair. My only question at this point in time is, did they name the dog Seaman because he just liked to hump legs?
I have no idea.
There you go. If not, you heard it here first.
So basically, the Newfoundland was a seagoing dog, and it's used all over the world, even still today, as a water rescue dog. And that's it. That's all we got for the dog breeds, at least this time.
At least this time. There you go. You heard it here first. Maybe a future episode.
If we get 50 views on this video, I will make another dog video.
Yeah. Kind of like how you finished the fucking goddamn energy shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's because we're only getting like 8 to 10 views on each of those, so
Yeah, I don't
time to move on to something else, you know what I mean?
I hear you. I understand your logic, but well, yeah, either way, thanks for putting that together.
I'm just gonna keep making stuff
Let's talk
and
about-
changing it up until I get something that works.
So you get something that works. Fair enough. I got no problem with that. But like I said, thank you for putting that together, man. I
Alright.
learned something about different dog breeds. I mean, crap, I never even fucking heard of that one.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a learning experience for me too. I was thinking about it when I was making the thumbnails for the behind the scenes, and I wanted to try something on pets. So there we go.
All right. Well, there you go. There we have it. Banghead history. We talked about dog breeds and where they, originated from, I guess would be a good way to put it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And if you found this enjoyable, remember to like, share.
Subscribe and hit that bell button.
Once again, thank you for putting that together, man. Everyone out there watching, I hope you learned something and enjoy the rest of your week.